Thanks for joining us for KBOI 2 News Midday. I'm Kelsey Anderson. Now to your top 11 stories at 11 o'clock. The soda fire burning near Marsing has grown to almost 120,000 acres and jumped Highway 95 into Oregon. The highway between Marsing and Jordan Valley is open for now. BLM officials warn the road can be closed at any time and tell drivers to use extreme caution when traveling the highway. The fire forced the road to close last night, making it tough for Jordan Valley residents to make it home.
Got a carload of groceries and got calls from relatives, and they said you need to try to make it through before they close the highway, and I didn't make it through.
One structure was lost in the fire. Fire crews believe the fire was started by lightning. Two fires burning in the Boise National Forest grew due to high winds last night. The largest has burned about 250 acres north of Crouch. Poor access and heavy timber is making it difficult for firefighters to fight those flames. The second is just east of Jackson Peak. That's east of Loman, and has scorched 50 acres. This fire is proving difficult to fight because it's located on very steep, rugged terrain. Well, people managed to escape a trailer home before it went up in flames last night. This happened just before 8 o'clock. The trailer was almost fully engulfed by the time firefighters arrived at the scene. It took crews at least 30 minutes to put out those flames, and tight quarters made it hard to reach. There's no word yet on a cause. A man in northern Idaho is dead following a police shooting in Sandpoint. Authorities in the critical incident response team are now searching the home where that man was shot and killed. Not many details have been released following the shooting, but the Bonner County Daily Bee reports the man was shot by officers with the Sandpoint police and Bonner County deputies after a confrontation. The case of the missing toddler in Lemhi County is now in the hands of the FBI. The Lemhi County Sheriff says it could be 6 weeks before the FBI has anything to report, though. Meanwhile, his deputies are still searching and following up on tips from the public. 2-year-old Dior Kuntz Jr. has now been missing for 1 month. He vanished July 10th while his family was camping. 7 people are injured after a U.S. Army helicopter crash off the coast of Japan this morning. This happened off the island of Okinawa. The Army has yet to release much information about that crash. The conditions of the 7 people is unknown at this time. The heart of downtown Boise may be getting a facelift. Ideas for the Grove Plaza were discussed at a Boise City Council work session yesterday. Changes include the removal of the current trees to be replaced by new ones with larger canopies, modern structures for more shade, energy-efficient lighting, and movable seating. Now, that's an idea popular with locals who frequent the plaza for concerts.
I think that would be beneficial. It would be beneficial for the audience, and it would be beneficial for the music venues and the vendors here.
The artist renderings of that new plaza are just proposals. The look is not yet finalized. Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton is turning over her private email server to the Department of Justice. This comes after the Intelligence Community Inspector General said some of her emails contained top secret information. We'll have an in-depth report on this coming up in just minutes. If you're headed east in Boise, get ready for some delays on Park Center Boulevard. The road is reduced to 1 lane right now in both directions over the river. The restrictions will be in place until 3 o'clock this afternoon. Crews are moving the Jersey barriers on that bridge. Well, check this out. Boise has a new very cute resident. Zoo Boise announced the birth of a giant anteater pup. The baby was born on July 6th, but is now starting to venture outside with mom. Zookeepers say during the first year, pups generally spend most of their time on mama's back. And a new dog park is coming to the Treasure Valley. The city of Meridian will host the grand opening of the Story Bark Park tonight. The new fully fenced dog park will feature a safe area to unleash pets. It's just behind Meridian's Story Park. The grand opening is tonight from 4 until 6. The leash cutting ceremony is at 4:30.